Just one second. Yeah, so officially, good evening for you guys on our meeting tonight and for you guys on YouTube. So, as I said before today, guys, here tonight we are going to talk about safety. Okay. We have Newton, Fernanda, Daiane, Herbert, and Katarini. So I hope you enjoy the conversation. But for those of you that are on YouTube and don't know how TNT works, I'm going to explain real quick. Okay. So let me just tell you. TNT is a conversation platform, okay, for beginner, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. I'm going to remind you guys, this is not a class. We're not here to teach you, but we are here to make you speak up, okay? How does it work? Mainly, we bring a topic, especially tonight, we're going to talk about safety. And we have questions related to this topic, and we are going to develop our conversation around this topic, okay? Our philosophy here is for you to speak up. So don't be afraid. TNT is a safe space, and I really would like to hear your voice and talk as much as you can. Okay. As you can see, we are live on YouTube. So if you want to schedule more classes or more conversations, you just need to go to talkandtalk.com.br, and there you can find conversations in other languages, for example, Spanish, Italian, French, and etc. Okay, so I already told you I'm Solon. I am your host tonight. I'm living in São Paulo, and I am a host here since March of this year. And it's always a pleasure be talking to you guys. But I think I've spoken too much, so I want to get to know you. So I'm going to start with you, Diane. Please, can you introduce yourself? Say where are you from? How did you get to TNT? And yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, okay. Well, my name is Daiane. I'm 23 years old. I'm from São Paulo. I study psychology at college. Um, I have a dog called Pandora. I always say that because she is my partner here in the meetings. Um, I knew Talk and Talk on LinkedIn. I saw a post from Philip, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong, and then I go to the website and I got interested and tried to join a meeting. That's it.
Okay, that's very nice to hear that, Danny. I hope you enjoyed the conversation here. And Philip is the founder of this project,
Mm-hmm.
so if you got here, I believe that his project is going like really far away, and I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Right now, let's go with you, Fernanda Gomez. Please say your name, where are you from, how did you get to TNT, and go ahead.
Okay. My name is Fernanda. I live in São Paulo. I get to the TNT by an indication from a friend, and here I am. Since March, I guess, I started participating in the meetings. Normally, I participate for the Spanish meetings too, and French meetings too. That's it.
Okay, that's nice. We have a TNT addict here. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Fernanda, for that. I hope you are enjoying, and I hope you find this meeting tonight really interesting for you. We also have here Ebert or Hebert. I don't know. Can you introduce yourself, man, please?
I'm Herbert. I'm 26 years old. I live in São Paulo capital and graduated in business administration. And at the moment, I work in a consultant company in financial administrative departments since for since May this year.
Okay, nice. And how did you get here to TNT? Somebody send you the link, or you just found a post
I
on some social
think
media?
on LinkedIn, I think,
On
on a post.
LinkedIn. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Thank you, Herbert. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And last but not least, we have Newton. Please, Newton, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Newton. I'm 6 years old. I'm retired, but I work for a non-profit organization, and I live part in São Paulo and part in a city named the Bahia Formosa, Rio Grande do Norte. In the winter, I fly to Bahia Formosa. One,
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Thank you so much, Newton. Guys, just to let you know, if you want to open the camera, don't worry. Okay, just go ahead. But if you don't want to, also don't worry. We are here just to talk. I'm going to send the questions at the chat. So if you see it, just give me thumbs up, okay? And then we can start. Can you see the questions? Okay, thank you, Diane. Okay, so as I told you guys, we are going to talk about safety. So I'd like to start with the basics, okay? What do you understand first about, sorry, Newton? Okay. So what comes to your mind when you hear the word safety? I'd like to start with you, Diane, please. When you hear this word, what do you think about? Do you have any impressions or something?
It's hard to answer or to define this word, but um, when I hear this word, I think about like psychology safety,
Yeah.
psychological safety or something like that. A place or a moment where you feel safety, comfortable, secure to act in your way, to say things, everything.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Interesting to see something like this. Do you study psychology or study it or have
Mm-hmm.
friends like this?
Yes, I am
Okay.
a little biased
Okay.
because
Yes,
I studied
because
psychology.
because I was thinking about that. Not everyone's going to think about a psychology in a psychological way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Thank you so much. Let's hear from you, Fernanda, please. What comes to your mind when you hear the word safety?
I think about people that the person feels safe to talk and say something that the person is feeling. And I also think about when we go out and then we can go through the streets and not feel scared because there's security in the streets, there's policy. I think it's important. I think when it's a way to be of safety. I don't know
Okay.
if you get me.
Yes, I got it. I got it. Like you think about the streets, like I can be in danger, but we have the police officers and things like that. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, we had two views. Let's hear from you, Newton, please. What comes to your mind when you hear the word safety? Newton Silva. Okay, maybe we can skip you, Newton, and then after Herbert, we get back, okay? Go ahead, Herbert. What do you think?
About safety, if I say one word, confidence. Like
Confidence.
you
Okay,
are
why?
because you know what you are doing. You have a certain of the things that you will talk, that you know. So safety is related for me with confidence in general, of course.
Okay,
The
interesting.
safety can be for when you go like not to be thrift roubado, robbed.
Okay, robbed, yes.
Okay, like you need to be safe, comfort. In this case, it's safe, comfortable, can say. So by
Yeah,
words that related with safety.
okay, thank you. Interesting to hear that. We also have Newton. Newton, can you speak right now?
oh, yes. No,
Go ahead.
about the safety, I think when you can go for your uh, for your job, and
Yes.
when you are walk in a street or you're in a place, you have to be, how can I say, you have
Safe.
not worry. Yes, yes, you have safety. You have not worry. And I think the government, they have to do safe for people, because we pay tax, and many taxes we have to pay. So you have to have security, safety when you are in
Okay.
every place.
Okay, nice, very nice. Different point of views, but I believe that the point of view of Fernanda and Newton were kind of similar, like going in the streets or going to your job and you need to be safe. Interesting to hear that. And I really liked the part you talked about the government, okay, Newton? And I was going to put one question here, but I thought twice and I didn't. But I believe that maybe during the meeting, I'm going to ask this question. And yeah, I'm going to get to know your opinion. I'm going to skip straight to question number 3, okay? Because question number 2 is kind of related to number 1. So, do you worry about the safety of those around you? Or you think you live in a safe space, a safe city? Let's go with you, Fernanda. What do you think? Where do you live? I forgot.
São Paulo.
Okay, in São Paulo. And how do you think about the safety of people around you? It's like a safe city, a safe neighborhood.
My neighborhood, it's okay, but
Okay.
in general, the city and the state of São Paulo, it's not safe because there's a lot of crimes here, so it's complicated. I don't feel comfortable to go out. I work at Barra Funda, as you know, so I don't like to go there. I don't feel comfortable with that.
Everybody here
Okay.
lives in São Paulo?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Most of the people, but who said that? I'm sorry.
Me, Catherine.
Oh, Catherine, I didn't ask you the first question, did I?
Yeah, you forgot me.
No. It's because one thing. It's because in my configuration of Zoom, I cannot see people that are not with open camera. So
Okay.
I'm just looking at your names, and your name was at the top, at the bottom of the list, and I was like, oh, Catherine. So I'm really sorry for that. Just go ahead. What comes to your mind when you hear the word safety? And do you think that people around you are safe? Go ahead, please. And I'm so sorry for that.
What comes in my mind? I think comfortable and safety. And the second question, yeah, I live in Rio, so
Yeah.
it's very dangerous here. So I think safety a lot.
Okay. Uh, yes. Where do you live in Rio? Like the capital? No.
It's next to the capital. In a city called Nilópolis. I think you have to
Okay.
know because of the samba school in Beija-Flor. I
Hmm.
don't know if you know, but it's famous for this.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. Oh, so you worry about safety.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Yeah.
But in my city, it's more safe than the Rio, so I have to worry when I go to college. So
You study
yeah,
in the capital. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I hope you be safe there. And let's go ahead. Let's talk with you, Herbert. Do you worry about the safety of those around you, or you think you live in a safe neighborhood? You think it's okay there? Tell me more.
I, of course, safety. I worry. I think a lot every day. I think because safety related with violence. about this contest. It's very Brazil is complicated. I think everybody have a fear to in many situations, like to walk at night when when the movement is doesn't exist. It's a little bit, it's little, so it's complicated that you
Okay.
walk alone because you have a chance of to be robbed. And
Yeah.
I think my neighborhood is safe, but I always look at my, I think, stay on radar. I don't know,
Okay.
stay on radar to not be surprised
Okay.
negatively.
Yes, you need to keep alert. You need to do that. Nice, nice to hear that. Living in small cities, it's kind of nice because you know every people around you, but it's also kind of dangerous, because they don't have a lot of police officers. Like maybe the conditions of security are not so nice, so dangerous that. And guys, just to let you know, here it started raining. I can hear the rain falling. So if my connection freezes or something like that, just keep the conversation, okay? And I'll try to get back. But right now it's okay. And let's go with you, Newton. Do you worry about the safety of those around you, or you think they are like in a safe space, in a safe city? What do you think?
Oh, I live, as I said, part time in São Paulo and
Yeah,
Rio Grande do Norte. Um, in São Paulo, I live na town um, that is not so safe. It's not so safe. Um, and my sons, uh, they live. I have two sons. They live in a city named Guaratinguetá, São Paulo. It's
yes,
a safe city. It's a safe city. And when I am in Rio Grande do Norte, Bahia Formosa, it's a quiet city. It's a safe city too. And I think we have to be careful, but it's not so dangerous. And, we know the many places in Brazil. It's a very dangerous. Security is a very bad situation. And, yeah.
okay, I got it. Thank you. Is there someone else to answer this one? No,
I didn't
Diane?
answer yet.
Okay, go ahead. What do you think about safety of people around you? Are they okay? Like in the city where you live, is it nice?
Well, I live in São Paulo too, so this kind of answered this question, but um, I think a lot about it. Um, as Fernanda said, I guess for me, when I go out, I always think about this because I'm always afraid of being stolen or something like that.
Yeah.
So I am always aware of this. I about the security of my neighborhood, my city. When I am at the bus, I am I am always aware because I'm afraid of being stolen too. So not about me, but about everybody, my family, my boyfriend, everybody. So I think about it all the time because, as I said, I live in São Paulo, so we cannot we cannot stop thinking about it. So
I
that's
think
it.
it's not difficult for us, be women, is
Yeah.
difficult security.
Hmm.
Yes, it's yes, it's sad to say that, but it's true, like for example, uh if you for example, my father, he has me and my sister, and when I go out and leave at night, it's okay, like, oh, you can arrive like really late at night. But when it's my sister, he gets like, oh, you need to get home early because it's dangerous out there. It can happen something to you, something like that. And it's always like, yeah, he's right, but it shouldn't be like this, like, come on. But it's kind of a really, really bad situation. And let's go to number 4. What's more important to you, safety or convenience? And I wasn't going to bring this question, but what I was really trying to ask here is about legalization of guns, like what is what is better for you? What do you think? Do we should have like a really safe space where no one's allowed to have guns and things like that? Or we should have like a situation like we have today, but everybody's allowed to have a gun? I don't know. I'd like to start with Newton because he talked about government and things like that at the beginning. Newton, go ahead.
Oh, yes. Sorry, you asked, the question is about.
What's more important for you? Like we have a really safe place, but no one can have a gun, or a situation like we have today, like exactly like today, but everybody's allowed to have a gun. What do you think about that?
Oh, yes, it's a difficult question, Um, I prefer to have freedom. I think, in my opinion, people, I don't like to have gun. I never have a gun, but I think people have to choose about this. I think, as I said, and the first question, the government has the responsibility to to maintain security for people, and uh, about guns. It's a difficult question. I think, my
I know it
opinion,
is.
because people have to be freedom to have, but um, and there's a difficult question. There's a
Okay, don't
don't
worry,
know.
don't worry. I brought this question just to make you speak, okay, guys? You don't need to
Okay.
make like, oh, this is my point of view, I'm going to fight for that.
Uh,
No, just speak up, okay?
okay.
Let's go with you, Catherine, please. What do you think about it?
The subject is split the person. Well, in my opinion, I think we don't should be stay with the gun. So I
Okay.
prefer instead person have the gun because I don't think people are very prepared to have a gun. So that's it.
Okay, nice. Let's go with you, Herbert, please. What do you think about it?
The gun, this
Just if let's say for example, we have a really safe space, but you are not allowed to have a gun of any kind. Or we have a situation exactly like today, like in the city where you live today, but everybody's allowed to have a gun. What do you think?
I I think it's complicated. I don't have specific opinion because I think it's, well, if you don't have a gun, nobody have a gun, the violence will be reduced, but I don't know. But I think depends guns or not. For me, the most important is to reduce violence and to be a safety environment. I I don't know it's how to do this, but gun or not,
Okay.
I don't know.
nice.
Very complicated then.
Nice. I really liked your answer when you said if no one has a gun, no one has a gun. So it's basically like this. I really agree with that. But let's hear the girls' opinions. Let's hear from you, Fernanda, please.
Um, I I don't like guns. I don't know. I feel like afraid of this, like, uh, because when the like if the person it's like it's not stressed, like, oh, I have a gun and I uh, be and the person is nervous, and maybe the person doesn't have a training for that or something. So it's complicated, because it's not everybody that has uh, a, a responsibility for having a gun. So I think it's better a safe place, and guns just for the ones who really needs, like police officer and this.
Okay, now interesting. Let's hear from you, Diane. What do you think?
I don't have a position about it too, but in my opinion, I think we should study, like the other countries that are already allowed the use of guns between all the population. And we need to see, like with numbers, how this affected the security and the safety of the country. So just after that, I think that we can discuss, about it, because we will have like numbers. I think already have these numbers, probably, like considering United States or places like that, where people already can buy guns, like in the stores and things like that. But I think that we need to, analyze it like rationally, the numbers, to see and to have an opinion about it. But I don't know, I'm really curious to know how this really affected the security of a place, if we, for example, allow people to buy guns on the store today, how this will affect the robbery in my neighborhood, like 1 year from now. Because at the same time that, okay, people will have the possibility to use the gun like in a wrong way, like killing others because they are like feeling angry or something like that. But at the same time, I think that maybe the people that are stealing, like the others, the thief, maybe they will be more afraid, of trying to steal people, because there it will be more possibilities to people have a gun, and then he or she will be killed or something like that because of a cell phone or something like that. I don't know, it's very complicated, but at the same time we have this two sides, so I really like to see the numbers, to have a rational position about it. But it's
Okay,
hard.
really interesting. Yeah. One common answer to everybody's answer was that it's hard. And I know it's hard because if you had the answer right now, it's like, it's a public problem, really easy to solve. But I know it's hard, guys. Okay, let's change a little bit of the topic. Let's go straight to number 5. Would you fly a really cheap airline that didn't have such a good safety record? This one is tricky, huh? Let's go with you, Catherine, please. Would you do that? Like, it's really cheap. You're going to pay, I don't know, 100. It's like you can go anywhere in Brazil. Like,
Sorry,
but
guys. What is the question?
it's question number 5. Would you fly a really cheap airline that didn't have such a good safety record?
I think I didn't get the question.
It's like this. It's like this. Imagine we have some safety standards, okay? And this company does not follow these safety standards, but their ticket It's like really, really cheap. It's not expensive. And you can buy a
No.
ticket that's not expensive, but
No.
why
I
not?
I
Come
I I have
on.
I don't know if you know, but there is a place in Rio called Cabo Frio, and I
Okay.
have to travel for there every mm, every Monday, and it's a
Okay.
little far from my house. There is another way to travel, like share share uh, share the car. So,
Like a
but I
carpool or something like
yeah,
that.
like a couple. This is the name, but I don't have courage. I always I always chose travel on bus because for me
Okay.
is more security. So no, my health is in first place.
Priority. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Diane? Would you fly or travel?
No, I wouldn't
Why not?
either.
Come on.
It's because I am even afraid of taking an elevator. I don't know how to say that,
Really?
elevator. Yes. I don't trust in human constructions, because humans can make mistakes. So in this case, it's even worse because we have this record that is complicated. So I wouldn't.
Okay, okay, interesting. No one. Let's go with you, Newton. Please. Question number 5. Newton Silva.
Oh yes, I prefer to fly with a company with a record of security and
Okay.
security and even the price is is more expensive, but
Yes.
you have to pay for security first. It's a very dangerous, you know. You pay a cheaper ticket and you don't have security. You have to have confidence. Okay, that's it.
Okay, really nice, really nice. Let's hear from you, Fernanda, please. Would you fly or travel in a situation like this?
Maybe.
Maybe.
uh,
Okay. Tell me more.
maybe because oh, I can die tomorrow, like walking on the street. Why not? Why not? No. If I need to travel, I don't have a lot of money. Maybe that
Okay.
that's it. That I think. Our life is so. Uh, it can be so short. We can die tomorrow for a bullshit. So I can take the
Okay.
risk, maybe.
Why not? Okay, I liked your answer. I don't know, Albert, would you like to answer this one?
The 5, yes.
Yes.
No, no, because if the company doesn't have a safety record,
Okay.
so it's complicated because it's different like a bad driver. Of course, drive is uh, dangerous too if you drive in with a bad driver. But flying, about airline, about flying on an airplane is another situation because
Okay.
you are on the heaven and if there is an accident, there will be a big problem.
Okay, okay, nice, nice. So let's move on to the next question, guys. It's question number 6. What are the safety standards like in your workplaces? For example, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, we had a fire training at the building of my company, and we stay at the 60th floor, so I had to go down in the stairs, all of those 60 floors, and it was kind of, oh. Yes, I need to train to that, but if this happens, I don't know how it's going to go, like if there's a fire in this building, I don't know. And also we use it to have like videos, like lessons, how to answer to a terrorist attack, and it was things like, oh, go down your desk and call someone, or just stay calm behind the door, things like that. Don't make any noise, things like that. So I use it to think, oh, if there's a terrorist attack, I don't know if these things are going to help too much, but yeah, these are the procedures. So what about your workplaces? How is the safety standard? Do you have trainings for fire or for emergencies, or I don't know, first aid kits, things like that? Let's start with you, Fernanda, please. Do you have things like that in your company or the place where you study?
Once I had in a company that I worked, and then we had to leave the building.
Yeah.
The alarm was was there, and we had to leave the building just for the training. There are people that went by elevator, but I was like, oh, I go by the stairs, and that's it. It was complicated because everybody was outside the building at the end. It was like, I didn't like it.
Yes, and my situation was exactly like this, everybody went down, and it was like, okay, let's get back after a few minutes, and that's it, it's kind of different sensation, I don't know. What about you, Catherine? In the company you work or the place you study, do you have like safety procedures like this, or training or something like that?
Uh, I work as a teacher, so we don't have the safety standards. I think it would be uh, don't running or don't screaming, but it's more directly to the kids.
Okay. No, interesting, interesting. And what about you, Herbert? Do you have something like this in your company or the place where you studied or something?
Uh, yeah, in the not in the edge condominium, the my workplace, the prédio, apart, how can prédio, the empresa, how can I say?
Building, yes. The company, the building.
Building company has some rules of safety, especially of uh, against fire. I don't know, the combate incêndio
Yes, you can say against fire.
and fire. And we have every company needs to follow rules about this. And at the moment, my team of the administrative department, we are make some actions to follow these rules against fire.
Okay, interesting. Yes, this also happened in my company, and it was like, if there's a real fire here, I don't know if if you're going to go so well. And let's hear from you, Newton, please. Do you have in your company or where you studied something like that, like a safety training or safety procedure?
Well, in my case, I work most of the time. I work in home office,
Yes.
um, but when I am the company, uh, there we um, have I don't have the best quality of security. I don't have the best quality, but we are locked because we are in few people there, and I don't have so many problems with security there. So I don't have this problem. When I am in my house, I live in an apartment. The economy will have a good security, and I don't have problems with this stuff.
Okay. And what about you, Danny? Do you have situations like this in your company or the place where you study?
Well, in the company that I work in a HR area and in a company that it produces consumer goods, like bem de
Yeah.
consumo. And we don't have a lot of this because I work in the corporation, like not in the factory, but in the office.
Yes.
So we don't have so many safety standards, but we have some compliance trainings too, but not so much safety standards.
Okay, no, that's okay. And let's go to question number 7, guys. This one is really interesting because let me ask you first. Do you worry about food safety? For example, my mother, she doesn't eat coxinha like in bars or in restaurants that she doesn't know, like she gets, oh no, it can be, I don't know the ingredients, I don't know how they prepare these, and etc. etc. And what about you guys? Do you worry about food safety? Like, oh, do we have agrotoxic here? Or the guy washed the hand before preparing this dish and things like that? Let's go with you, Newton, please.
Oh, I'm very worried about yes, food
Food
cost.
safety.
I think my opinion, where what do you eat, especially when you are out of home, it is very dangerous. You have to be a confidence in a place where you take a food, you to dinner, to lunch, and so you have to take care. It's very dangerous.
Yes.
A problem with food. It's very
Yeah.
dangerous. That's my opinion about this.
What about you, Catherine? What do you think? Do you worry about food safety?
Yeah, a lot.
Tell me
Be-
more.
because I have a sensitive stomach. So
Okay.
it's not a common, no, it's very common. I um, don't feel well,
Yes.
so I avoid to eat vegetables when I eat out of my house.
Okay, yeah. That's not so much. Because for example, my mother, she doesn't eat at all, like oh, I'm just going to buy something at the market, but I'm not going to eat in this restaurant because I don't know it. And it's like, okay. And what about you, Fernanda? How does it happen for you?
Yeah, normally I worry about it, but sometimes we don't know what happens in the backstage. So it's complicated to know if the food is prepared in a safe way. So I try to avoid a place that I don't trust, but normally we don't know, right?
Yes, we don't know because the kitchen's kind of hidden, You just go there and you see
Yeah.
like the balcony, but you don't see the kitchen. You don't see the people the person who's cooking. So yeah. And you, Diane?
I have the same position. After I watched Pesadelo na Cozinha,
Yes, I was going to talk about it.
I can eat outside after that because we don't know what is in the kitchen, right? As the guy said. So I have the same position.
Yes, and just talking about Hell's Kitchen, Jacan, he went to a restaurant in Guarulhos, and I used it to pass in front of the restaurant. This restaurant, I've never eaten there, but I was like, whoa! In front of the restaurant, it was beautiful, you know. And inside the kitchen, it was like, whoa, unbelievable, unbelievable. So I was like, oh, when you see just the beautiful front of the place, and you're just, oh, it's a nice place, like you can't say it, you know. You need to really go inside the kitchen to see the secrets there. And you, Herbert, do you worry about food safety or something like that? Like,
I think if the food is spoiled, I won't eat. Like
no.
if the smell or when the texture, like it's, for example, the when you see the food, oh, it's not look like it's good, the face. So in this case, I worry about. But like you said, I think agrotoxics. Ah, I don't, because I don't know what is the composition of the food, so probably has agrotoxics, I think. But when you eat, you don't think about that. So in this case, don't I don't care much. But of course, if the people said that there's research about the dangers of substance, determined food substance, I will be more safe in this case.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. And let's go straight to question number 10. Okay, our time is almost up, but it's number 10. But I'm going to ask you one more question. Where is the place you feel more safe, and is your home always safe? Like, do you feel safe at your home? Let's go with you, Fernanda, please. It's question
Yeah.
number 10. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I feel safe at home because I can stay with my dogs, with my mom, and I can watch TV. I like to stay at home. I feel really comfortable.
Okay, nice. No, I asked this because when I was a child, I used to live in a different neighborhood, you know. So when I was with someone at home, I was like, okay, I'm totally safe. That's not a problem. But when I was alone, every sound I would be like, oh no, please don't happen anything. So it's kind of crazy because it's the same place, you know. Just when you are around people or without people, that you realize it can be dangerous or not. So it's
But
kind of
when
crazy.
you have an animal, this fear disappear.
Mm. I don't know.
Especially
It
when you have
depends.
a cat. So
I don't know. Maybe the cat leaves you and just get back late at night. But go ahead, Catherine. What do you think? Do you feel safe at home?
yeah, I feel very safe because it's my home.
You have cat?
No, no, I have a dog.
Okay, that's good. That's also really good.
So yeah, I live with my family. So I think when you surrounding with the people you trust, you feel comfortable. So
Okay, nice. And you, Diane?
Well, I don't feel so safe because
Why
I
not?
live in an apartment, so I always feel that someone is observing me, like in the window. And at the same time, when
Okay.
I when I'm going to the bed, I always lock the door of my room, because we never know if someone is trying to, like invade my apartment or something like that. So I don't feel so much safe because we never know. But
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. Whoa. This I wasn't thinking about this. Let me ask you guys. Do you lock the door of your bedroom, of your room? Fernanda, do you? No,
Just let close, but lock,
not
no,
locked. Okay. What
no.
about you, Catherine?
me neither.
Okay. Whoa, Diane, you are really afraid. And what about you guys? Herbert, Newton, do you feel safe at your home?
As my home,
I,
yes.
Okay, simple. And do you lock the door of your room?
Just close.
Just close. Okay, Diane, you are still the the
Yeah,
fearless one.
maybe I have a
What
problem.
about? Yes, it is. What about you, Newton?
as I feel safe at my home, but in fact, to say the truth, they're not 100%.
Why not?
Even though I live in an apartment, uh, but sometimes we listen about the news about condominium
Yes.
with a problem with thief. So, but I feel safe, but I a little a little
Worried.
desconfiado.
Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to send one link here on our chat. It's our survey, okay? On this survey, you can click. It's just one question long, and you can give suggestions, critiques, and tips for the next meetings, okay? You can give ideas for new topics. You can say something that could improve or something that you liked, anything related to that, okay? So our time is almost up, but I'd like to get to know what about you thought about this meeting. Let's start with you, Catherine. How was this meeting for you, and did you like it?
Yeah, it was very pleasant and I enjoy very much.
Okay, okay, nice. And you, Fernanda, did you like the meeting? Did you like the topic? Do you feel safe here?
Yeah, I feel safe here and I liked the topic. I guess I never talked about it here.
Okay, nice. Diane, Newton, what do you think? What did you think about the topic?
I enjoyed. It was great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and you, Newton.
Very useful.
Very useful, very nice. Last but not least, we have Herbert. Herbert, are you there?
I like it.
Okay, it's straight to the
Quite
point.
safe.
Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the meeting. Remember, we have more meetings in other languages like Spanish, French, and Italian. So if you want to see more, just go to talkingdoc.com.br and there you can find more information. And that's it for tonight. It was a pleasure to have all of you here. And thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Uh,
Thank